Hey everyone, and welcome to this workout. Today we have a core focused workout, but it's going to involve some weights. So we're going to use some weights to challenge our core. We have 3 different exercises. We're going to do a couple of different sets, or a couple of sets on each different exercise, I should say. You might need a couple of different weights depending on how strong you are for some of these movements. I'm going to use some kettlebells. So yeah, let's get started. So our first move is a halo. We're going to take hold of our weight. You can use a dumbbell if you haven't got a kettlebell. We're going to start with it in front of the chest. We're going to stand up nice and tall. We're going to bring the weight up behind us, round, down, in front, and then we're going to change direction and go back the other way. So we're going to do that 10 times each way, and we're going to do 3 sets of these. And so we're trying to keep the rest of the body still. We're not hula hooping too much to try and do this. So we'll take hold of our weight, we'll hold it in front of us. Let's go. So we go one way, taking the weight behind us, bring it around in front, and then we go back the opposite direction, and we go again. Remember to breathe, that's always important. And we're not trying to rush, we're keeping it at a nice steady tempo. That's good. Last one each way. And then we can rest. So we have a little bit of recovery time. Before we go again. So set 2, we're going to do 8 reps in each direction. So we're going to reduce the reps as the rounds go on for these ones. This is a nice workout you can tag along, or a nice bit of work you can tag at the end of a workout. Like I said, just some weighted work to challenge the core. A few more seconds. Recovery is important. So I said this time we're doing 8 reps in each direction. So we'll take hold of our weight and we'll go again. That's good. Last one each way. And then again, we can rest. So we got some recovery time. And we have one more round of these. And the third set, it's only 6 reps in each direction. So hopefully you're still using the same weight. If you need to change it throughout, that's fine. You can change it as we go along. But as we're doing this, like I said, we're squeezing the glutes, trying to keep nice and stable. We're not throwing ourselves around too much while we're doing it. But this is working through our obliques, using the abs as well, working the glutes. Also working through our shoulders. Bit of shoulder mobility work at the same time. About 10 seconds. Then we'll go for our third and final round of these. Okay, let's take hold and we'll go again. That's good. Last one each way. And then we can rest. Whew. So that's our halos done. We have a bit of recovery time. Our next move, we're going to come into some windmills. So here, feet go wide. We're going to take hold of our weight. We're going to take it into one hand. We're going to take the weight up in the air. We want to keep the shoulder nice and stable here. So we want to draw the shoulder blade back and in. So we pack out the shoulder, keep it nice and stable. We're then going to reach the other hand as far down the leg as we can towards the floor, keeping the hand nice and stable over the shoulder. We don't want it moving all over the place. And don't worry if you can't touch the floor. And we're going to set up with the feet slightly askew. So they're not necessarily directly in line with each other. The side we've got the weight, the toes are in line with about the mid of the other foot. Like I said, the weight's going to be in the air. And we're going to come down, pushing the hips slightly back as we do, bending the leg for the one that's reaching towards the toes. We have 3 rounds of these. We're going to do 5 on each side. 5 reps on each side. So you may need to change the weight that you were using. I'm going to try and stick with this one. See how I get on. So we'll take hold of the weight. We're going to take it overhead. Feet comfortable distance apart. So a little bit wider than hip width. We'll draw the shoulder blade in. We're going to keep that shoulder nice and stable as we reach as far down towards the floor as we can. And then we press back towards the ceiling. And we'll go again. So we can look up towards the weight as we bring ourselves down towards the floor as far as we feel we can. Last one on this side. And we'll bring it down. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So again, we draw the shoulder blade in. We keep it nice and stable as we lower down. We push back up. And you might find it feels slightly more stable on one side, better than the other. Or more stable on one side than the other. That's not unusual. Last one on this side. And then we got some recovery. So we have another 2 rounds of this one. Again, just 5 on each side. Again, this is going to challenge our obliques. We're also having to work some of those other core muscles. Helping to stabilize, we're working again through the shoulders, shoulder stability. And for these ones, you don't have to go particularly heavy, especially to start with. It's more about keeping that shoulder nice and stable than trying to overload it with weight. And then the more we practice, the further down the leg we feel we can reach as well. Okay. We're going to go back to that first side. So again, we draw the shoulder blade in. We keep that shoulder nice and stable. And then we'll reach as far down as we can. Press back up. And we go again. One more. And then we reset for the other side. Last one. And then again, a little bit of recovery time before our third and final set of these ones. You're doing an awesome job so far. Everyone's working really hard, which is great. So I keep looking up there because I've got a second hand on the clock and I'm timing our recovery that way. And we have about 10 seconds. Then we go for our last round of these. Last set. So we'll take hold of that weight again back into our first side. And then we'll go. Last one on this side. And then we go again. Last set. Last 5 reps of these. Last one. And we can rest. So we have some recovery time. And then we have one more move for today's workout. That is a single-sided front rack march. So we're going to take hold of our weight. We're going to bring it in front of us on one side. So we'll hold it here. And then we're going to march either on the spot, or if you've got enough room to, we can turn it into a walk. Holding it on one side, we're going to do 20 steps, whether that's moving, whether that's staying static. If we're staying static, we want to try and drive the knee as high up towards hip height as we can. If we're moving, just your comfortable gait. Don't want you to do anything too elaborate with it, trying to like do a high knee march or anything. But the idea is we're trying to keep that stability. So like I said, we're going to do 20 steps holding it on one side, bring it down, we'll reset. We'll do 20 steps on the other side. And we've done 3 sets of everything else, so we'll do 3 sets of this as well. Okay, let's go for the first side. We'll bring the weight up, we'll bring it to the shoulder, and then we march. We lift one knee, we bring the foot down, and we go again. We're just trying to keep it a steady tempo, not trying to rush through these, because it's more about keeping that strong core the whole time. That's good. And once we've done our 20 steps, We're going to reset to the other side and we go again. So it's there nice and tall. And again, once you've done 20 on the second side, we can rest. We have some recovery time before we go for round 2. Then we're just keeping that nice posture. We're not allowing the weight to hunger us down. If you get in before, I'll try and get a full actual sentence out. If you find that your form is starting to break down, put the weight down before you reach 20 steps, that's fine. Or maybe change it. So if you found that was really tough for the 20 steps, change it over. Go a little bit lighter. Okay, round 2. So yeah, first side, those 20 steps. You can take the arm out as well if you need to help you stabilize. And again, after 20, we swap. We go for 20 on the other side. And then again, once you've done 20, we can rest. So we have one more set coming up, one more round, and then we'll be done. So our last bit for this workout. Okay, 10 more seconds. Third and final set of these. Third and final set of work as well, or third and final set of the final exercise. Okay, let's go. And again, once you've done 20 on that first side, we'll swap it over, and then our final 20 steps. And once we've done those, we can rest. And I said that's the end of the workout. So I hope you've enjoyed this one. I said this is a good one to tag on after your main workout for a bit of weighted core work. Hopefully you found it enjoyable. If you have any questions, any issues, drop me a message. Always happy to hear any feedback you guys have. I hope you're all keeping really well, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care.